Hello, Andy here, and I have created something incredible. So, as you guys may know, I stream live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Andy Lippy, and yes, we're recording this right now live on Twitch, so come and visit if you ever want to find out these videos early. I've created something where my viewers can actually ask me questions live because I do a lot of OBS support, and I'm going to be doing more streams like this on YouTube probably as well. So make sure you are subscribed and come and follow me over at Twitch. And the QA system, you think, oh yeah, people just ask a question, it comes through and everything like that, and you answer it, that's it. But I'm creating something called the content farm, right? I'm farming content because content's farmable apparently, and this system will allow my chat to ask me questions, which is fine. Just FYI, I'm not going to be always doing this for free. It's going to be like 100 bits minimum if you want to come over and ask a question, because I got bills to pay and this is my full-time job. So if I've built this inside of StreamerBot basically, and it connects with Notion. So if you guys haven't seen Notion's like insane. It's like your all-in-one solution for everything. Whatever you want to do. I mean, I even run the StreamUp plugin, the OBS plugin for StreamUp, that checks whether or not all your plugins are up to date. I run a database in here manually myself with all the plugins, all their links, all their version numbers, and that is what is running your OBS plugin if you're using the StreamUp plugin. It's crazy. Like, the stuff you can do in this is wild. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe I can do something for all my questions and answers. So I had the idea from Pirate Software at first to create something inside of Discord, which would have all the timestamps and everything like that to when a question was asked, and people can go and check their answer, even if they weren't in stream at that point. And I can leave links in here to help people. I was like, oh yeah, but nobody uses my Discord. Join my Discord, guys. It's super cool. Yeah, serial. And nobody was really using this. But I thought, why not use Notion and have some sort of database rather than having all these questions in one thread like this that's quite difficult to search through for maybe a specific thing that you're looking for, but use a Notion database instead. And the cool thing about this is we've got all the questions that have been asked today. Everyone's done stuff. They're saying stuff like subscribe, so make sure you are subscribed. And I also have a list of how much they've cheered. I can change the topic of what their question's about if I want to, which means that everybody can filter that and have a look through different questions themselves and see if there's an answer to the question they want. I've got the VOD start time, end time, the link to the VOD. Some of these features are still a work in progress at the minute, and I've got a load of reference content. So I'm going to just show you how it works to begin with. So I've got a couple of questions here. My moderators can access this. They could either do it through chat commands in Twitch or YouTube, which again is all actioned by StreamerBot, and they can just access the Notion page just here. So it's completely up to them. What I could do is put some of these in the queue, because if somebody does a cheer, it automatically adds it to this list. So they might be just like, oh, thank you so much for all the help, Andy, blah, 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 blah. That's not a question. So I can skip that one and put, that's not a question. And I'll say this is not a question as well, and then I can be like, oh, how do I join Patreon? Okay, that is a question. I'll check that out. This is a useful channel there from Aribo, and basically we can organize that, and the mods can organize that. So if for some reason I have like 1,000 questions, it's so easily manageable. And once I'm happy, I just press next question on my stream deck, and it brings up this little menu for me here that nobody else can see. This is just for me. It'll show me the question. Bongo 1986 has asked, how do you subscribe to Andy's special site? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to answer this question. I can show that question down here. Well, I don't know why it's slightly off screen there. It's because I've just realigned it. There we go. And now I've got this little text box that says the profile picture's incorrect at the minute. That's a placeholder. And I can be like, oh, let's do a video on it. So I can do the VOD start time. I'm not going to press this because this will actually stop my OBS recording because it'll start recording. In fact, let's just test it. Let's just see what happens. No, there we go. So I'm not going to press end because that'll end the recording. So this will pull the timestamp of my stream right now. So we're 2 hours 13 minutes into my stream. So we've got the start time of when I've started answering about this question, and then I can press end whenever I've finished. I can also show hide, change the status. So I'll be like, oh, I've answered that now. So we'll do that. And any reference content. So if there's some links in there, so please subscribe like that and press OK. All this information then, boom, gets sent. It's gone. It's done. So if I go back to Notion, you can see, answered, how do you subscribe to Andy's special site? How crazy is that? You can actually get stuff like this. I don't know if I'm going to release it. If enough of you put in the comments that you want it, I'll probably release it for Patreon and Ko-fi members. So just I make lots of stuff like this, so go follow. We can see this in different views as well. So my mods have got easier access to all this sort of stuff. We can also see the queue, so anybody can see where they are in the queue of stuff, which is really nice as well. And anybody can see this because it's just a normal website that is powered through Notion. So if I pull that across here, you can see this is what everybody else would see. They can't edit anything, but they can copy all the different links and stuff that they see in there. So the answered questions, if I just go across here, you'll be able to see, oh, if there was a link in there, we could click it and go through it. And if you want like a better way of reading this, you just open up the page and you can see VOD start time, and it'll have the link as well. So when I'm recording to YouTube, I can actually put the links directly in there. And because I've done the start and stop, so if I press next question again, because I've done this show and hide, the start and end, this will do a local recording at the same time. Because FYI, for everybody out there, when you're doing a stream in OBS, and then if you're recording at the same time and using the same output source and everything like that and the same settings, it uses pretty much no extra overhead. So rather than have something compressed from the Twitch website or YouTube or something like that, you can actually have a live recording on your system without any extra overhead. So definitely do that. It's so good. I've done plenty of videos across the channel for it. So here's another one. How do we find your Patreon? Ray Silver says, oh, it's patreon.com/Andi Lippi, ANDILIPPI, because apparently I'm going to sell you some of that. So once again, I'm happy with this one. In fact, I'm going to say I'm unable to answer this question because that's a real tricky one. Boom, that'll get updated, sent over to Notion. Next question, it'll pull it up for me. This is such a useful channel. Who isn't subscribed yet? Come on, let me know in the comments if you're not subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, why? And one more thing to bring your attention to is this. So this is the on-screen thing, right? I don't know if you noticed, but this actually auto sizes. This is all animated inside of OBS, as you can probably see in the bottom left-hand corner now. These are all animated inside of OBS. And it auto resizes. It's super cool. Like I say, the image of my ugly mug is just a placeholder at the minute. So just watch this space. And that's pretty much it. I'm creating this kind of thing where I've got all the different bits of content. So if you do have a burning question or something like that you want to ask, come and visit me at twitch.tv/Andi Lippi, and you'll probably get in one of my videos and as I'm talking to you or whatever. So I hope you like it. I hope you like the idea, and it does mean there's going to be more content coming to the channel, whether or not it means just a quick question that I'm going to answer, or whether or not it's like a full, this is how to do something. So just get subscribed. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming, all right? And if you want this, let me know in the comments. Come and join me on Patreon or Ko-fi so I can carry on making all this cool stuff for you. And subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you soon. Put your rock over the stone. Much love.